Many psychologists, as well as other health practitioners, often recommend that individuals should attempt to cultivate a mindful state. In this state, people tend to observe their bodily sensations, their emotions, their thoughts, and their surroundings, but without judgment. It's as if they're watching and observing rather than evaluating or criticising these experiences. To evoke this state, individuals are often asked to complete a specific meditation or a specific set of meditations. Now I'll present an example of one of these meditations and then discuss why mindfulness may be helpful. So to begin, please find a quiet place to sit or lie and to listen to my voice. Once seated or lying, close your eyes. Focus your attention on your breath. When you're ready, inhale slowly. Let the air fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly. Let the air escape from your lungs. Inhale again, and then exhale again. Notice how your stomach rises as you inhale and falls as you exhale. Rises as you inhale and falls as you exhale. If your mind wanders, don't be concerned. Just gradually shift your attention back to your breath. For a moment, just observe the thoughts that enter your head. You might notice some worries, some doubts, or some memories of the past, or reveries about the future. Imagine these thoughts are like messages on the radio, messages that you can louden or soften, or even erase altogether. Don't worry if these thoughts are good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. Just observe these thoughts like an outsider, eavesdropping curiously. I'll soon ask you to hold your breath as long as you can. That is, on the count of 3, inhale and hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. After a minute or so, you might feel the urge to breathe. But if you can, don't respond to this urge. Instead, merely observe this urge. Observe the thoughts that penetrate your awareness. Just watch the discomfort from afar, as if an impartial observer. For example, clarify where in your body you feel this urge. Observe your thoughts as if watching a movie with subtitles. Be attuned to thoughts that attempt to mislead you, like, I need to breathe now, or this exercise is silly. Thank your mind for these thoughts, but recognize that you don't need to be guided by these thoughts. Perhaps also observe other sensations and feelings in your body. Perceive every pang in your chest or urge to breathe as an opportunity to experience a unique sensation, to experience something novel. Persist as long as you can, and then eventually, when you're ready, breathe normally again. Notice the feelings of relaxation that permeate your body. Experience the serenity that now infuses your mind. Now, for a moment, focus your attention on one foot. What sensations do you feel? Do you feel a tingling, a lightness, a warmth, or anything else? You don't need to create these feelings. Just be aware of any sensations that you feel. Now shift your attention to the calf just above your foot. What sensations do you feel now? If you don't feel any sensations, don't be concerned. Just be aware of the absence of sensations. Now shift your attention to the thigh just above this calf. What sensations do you feel now? Does your thigh feel warm and relaxed? If your thigh feels tense, you can just observe this tension. Or, as you inhale, you can imagine drawing this tension into your lungs and then exhaling this tension out into the air. If you like, you can stop this video for a while and continue these exercises with your other leg, and then your hip, your stomach, your back, your chest, your arms, your hands, and your neck. Okay, so you can complete the meditation now. As you might have noticed, this meditation encourages you to observe your body, your thoughts, and your surroundings, but without judging or worrying. So why is mindfulness helpful? Well, first, if you don't judge your thoughts or feelings, you're not as worried about your thoughts and feelings. You accept rather than shun anxieties, worries, and so forth. In contrast, if you don't accept your anxieties and worries, you might either panic about them or you attempt to suppress or distract yourself from these experiences. But these attempts to suppress and distract yourself usually only amplify your anxieties or worries. That is, to distract yourself, people often shift their attention to other objects like an apple, a chair, or a window, for example. So in the future, all these objects merely remind you of your anxieties and worries. Your anxieties and worries are just sort of primed constantly. Second, if you observe your feelings, you don't feel entrenched in these emotions. That is, you feel somewhat detached from your concerns and problems, as though watching your issues from afar. And because of this sense of distance and detachment, the intensity of negative emotions dissipates. You don't feel as overwhelmed with your distress. Third, if you're not judging your thoughts and feelings, you're more willing to accept your shortcomings and mistakes and problems. And you're more willing to challenge yourself rather than trying to avoid failures, called a mastery orientation or sometimes a learning orientation. And this willingness to challenge yourself promotes growth and also increases resilience, as problems are perceived as opportunities to develop and not as threats to your emotions. Fourth, if you don't judge events as good or bad, positive or negative, you can actually experience both positive and negative feelings at the same time a little bit, called ambivalent emotions. And as some studies show, when people experience these ambivalent emotions, their creativity improves. They can solve problems more effectively.